6 o'clock, not much has changed. Rain's got a bit heavier. Wind's really howling through the rigging, right at the edge of the wind zone there. We're getting a few gusts through. Rain's getting heavier. Still there, blowing out there. Not yet high tide. Once the tide turns, it'll be a lot rougher, but it'll be dark a bit. It's just before 8 o'clock and she's gone. Storm surge means we can't get along. Looks like the mooring's gone. It's actually much darker than it looks on the camera. There she is down there. We can't do anything. So I think it's probably on the rocks. So she's currently flown on. It's 6 o'clock, the mast's still up because that's her light over there. So we'll have breakfast, wait for more daylight and see whether or not there's any hope. She's certainly not where she's supposed to be. It's only been there for 6 nights. The only consolation is the dinghy floor is still well inflated, so at least that was fixed. It's 6:30. Still blowing pretty strong, but easterly now, not southeast. Tide's still fairly high for half tide. I think we'll be going along by the road. We'll drive down to the beach, have a look, pick up the ladder, and then head round to park above it, and then down through the distant neighbours section. Well, she's still there. I don't think there's any way one can tell what sort of condition she's in because the tide's too high. I'll ladder down. Okay, right, it's the second attempt of this. Yeah, you've seen the trouble. So just before 8, one of the neighbours came around and said your boat's on the move. We just checked her from the patio not long before One of the other neighbours rang and said, I'm going around to help. I've got to save the jewel of the bay. So, in the height of the storm, we were there getting soaked, storm surge, so getting covered in salt water as well. Managed to get a couple of ropes on to stop it from going anywhere else, but no way was I going to let anyone on to try and shift her off. Of course, I had no idea whether the rudders or the Saildrives would still be in good order at that stage. I didn't want anyone getting injured. It was a pretty difficult time in the dark. So this morning, she's still there, as you've seen from the pictures. Port hull, stub keel's broken off. It's resting on a rock ledge. Rudder's bent, Saildrive's bent. Hull may or may not be intact. Starboard side can't really tell as it's in the water. It's a bit deeper where it is, so keel might still be on. Saildrive and rudder might still be okay. I think that's optimistic. So, best scenario, hulls are intact and she can be dragged off and then either written off or rebuilt over a long period of time. More likely, total loss, get everything off if we can. But certainly at the moment can't do that because the access is very poor. It's only 2 hours before high tide. So hopefully at low tide I can get the truck around. And yeah, I'm going to be struggling. And hopefully the insurance company will be very helpful. They have been in the past. But I'm waiting for the assessor to contact me. I'll keep you posted. But not a happy captain. It's hosing down out there at the moment. Still reasonably windy from the east though. Still make out Catmantoo's mast. It's moving a little bit, I think. High tide was about just after 9 this morning. It's 9:30 at the moment. Waiting on the insurance assessor and claims adjuster to contact me to come up with a plan. I registered the claim with the insurance company last night. Sometime after lunch. Should be able to get the truck around when the tide's a bit lower and start taking stuff off, but it's going to be a lot more pleasant if it's not pissing down. Well, it's coming up 12 o'clock. We thought it actually was starting to stop raining, but it's just decided to pour down again with some very strong wind gusts. I'll load up with bags and baskets to get the personal stuff and loose stuff off the boat. Finally broke. Yep. help out, just make sure we're not about to do ourselves a complete mischief. So I'm going to try and put wheel up on here and a wheel on the other side. So you go in front. I'll meet you there. I'll just walk there. Hi. Oh, I'd love a hand. We're just going to take off all the personal stuff.
Yeah.
Theoretically, she's just going to be towed off.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, as long as the hull. I think one side's all right, the other side I'm not sure about. But the guys are coming.
Yeah, I just
have a look.
It doesn't look too bad.
No.
Into that forward then.
Oh, it's gone. That doesn't matter. Yeah, the keel, stuck keel. That's fine.
Other than that,
Oh, badly bent rudder on the far side. Doesn't matter. So as long as there's the water stayed out of the hulls, she's going to be fixable.
yeah.
If not, she's too. I've had better weekends.
Yes, I bet. Yeah.
So, Dockside Boat Works or someone down.
I don't think the links are up there that way, but I don't think you'll get up through up the
Yeah, it's pretty slippery.
It's slippery.
That's right. I mean, that's all right. It's just down the carriage. Normally I go around the bottom, but the surge is too high. Yeah. So no, if you
Come along here.
that'd be great. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we've had water in this hull. And there's water in here. Hey, there's a rain jacket here in the back if you want.
Sorry?
Just grab a white rain jacket from the back if you want.
Oh.
There is a soft bit on the beach, which we obviously found. I wasn't going quite fast enough because I had so much precariously balanced on the back. We got most stuff off. Stuff's still there, doesn't matter if it gets wet. Absolutely knackered. Neighbours were really helpful. Oh, the wind's gradually going down, still raining. With the help from the neighbours, we got the vast majority of stuff off the boat apart from the kitchen stuff and some of the stuff on the port hull, which is all wet. Tools are off, most spare parts are out, sails that aren't attached are off, and the salvers are going to have to rip out the water tanks and stuff on the port hull to patch the hull and somehow tow it off, but they've got a tug to do that. I'm really not optimistic that the boat's going to be actually repairable at a reasonable budget. Well, I had to cancel my afternoon clinic, but managed to attend the board meeting and the AGM. Oh, there's her mast still over there. Right, well, the view has not improved by Kathmandu being visible, but the wind is down. It's still got some rain, and we still have a mast visible. So I've been at work this afternoon, but I got a very great phone call from Harbourside Boat Works. We're doing the salvage. They got the tanks out of the port side. Found there was a fist-sized hole punched by a rock. Some broken frames, some cracks in the keel stringer, but filled it full of pourable foam, ply on top, and pourable foam in the engine bay around the Saildrive, and they got the anchor out into the middle of the bay, so I reckon they'll get her off tomorrow. High tides late morning, and we're on spring tides at the moment. They'll then take it to their ramp, be after high tide then, so they'll let it dry out, haul her tomorrow, and she'll be out of the environment. Then the insurance assessor will have a look. I'm really not expecting her to be economically repairable. The dinghy is staying up, so that was the one bright side of the weekend. And I caught the Admiral looking at new flash catamarans for sale, so fingers could be crossed.